It's Fans Corner. Welcome to it and thank you for making time for us. We are back in the Betway Premiership. We've just watched Orlando Pirates against Sekhukhune United out at the Orlando Stadium in Soweto, Escotins, Kamamizela. And that game ending in a defeat for Orlando Pirates, Sekhukhune United winning by 1-0. And it's the first game of the season for Pirates and it's a first defeat of the season, unfortunately for them. We did not see this coming. I'm pretty sure those who classify themselves as punters would have taken a serious punishment this weekend, because I don't think many people would have predicted that Sundowns would drop points. I don't think many people would have predicted that Pirates would actually even lose against Sekhukhune United, especially at Orlando Stadium, where they really do well most of the time. Orlando Pirates, unfortunately for them, they lost. I'm not going to talk much about the game. I'm just going to talk about what this implies, because I only saw probably half of the game. I was trying to watch the Arsenal game as well, a friendly game. The Arsenal friendly game. Unfortunately, at some point there was this overlap between the two games, but I did see the goal, the Sekhukhune United goal, which slightly crossed the line, but it did the whole circumference of the whole circumference of the ball crossed the line. It's not the kind of a goal that actually hits the back of the net. It's the one that just crosses the line. That's the most important part. It has to cross the line, and it did cross the line. And Pirates punished for failing to clear their box on time. I mean, there's danger. I mean, so many times there were many before that goal was scored. There were so many attempts. I even lost count of the number of attempts, blocks, and the likes. I mean, when you get a chance to clear your line and make sure that you regroup and reposition yourself. But unfortunately, Pirates failed to do that. And the other thing, I think Pirates, yes, played better than Sekhukhune United. This game similar to the Chipa United against Sundowns game. The team that played the most football tonight was actually Orlando Pirates, but Sekhukhune United played to win. They played to win. Unfortunately for Orlando Pirates, they failed to create really convincing chances. I think tonight Pirates, I did not see, maybe the parts that I did not see of the game, perhaps they would have created some chances, but I did not see much. Even looking here on the stats, expected goal 0.59. Each team had the same expected goal ratio. But ball position, yes, Orlando Pirates did dominate the ball position. It's like it was 2/3 of the ball position versus Sekhukhune with 67-33. Yes, they had the total shots 13 for Orlando Pirates, but the ones that were on target, it's only 3. They only managed 3 shot at goal on target. Which means 10 of them went away. Either they were blocked or they were off target, and that's unfortunate. I don't think is a team. If you want to compete in the league, you want to compete against your arch rivals, being Mamelodi Sundowns, who are very ruthless when they get a chance. You games like this, you have to make sure that you don't drop points. Especially you're looking at the way they tried to attack. It just didn't work tonight, and I would have actually thought that they'll bring in, because they were failing so hard, Orlando Pirates tonight, to break that Sekhukhune United defense. The Sekhukhune United defense was superb, led and marshaled by Cardoso. I think I couldn't see how the way Pirates were trying to play can actually break that defense. Unfortunately, even the shots at goals are telling us that they were really struggling to break down that defense. Defensively, Sekhukhune United, they were very sound, and I think that's one thing that Eric Tintler would have probably told his boys, that go out there and give them hard time in terms of the defense, make it difficult for them to penetrate. That's why I would have thought they would probably bring in someone like Evidence Makgopa, and I did not see him coming in. Their target man was Radio Pane for majority of the game, and I think in terms of experience, sometimes you need the experience. Evidence Makgopa might not necessarily be the ruthless prolific striker that you would want to have as a team, but he makes the Pirates attack better. He makes them tick. The likes of Relebogile Mufokeng actually benefit from the presence of Evidence Makgopa there. I think the lack of experience of Radio Pane did show at some point. When you're playing a team like Sekhukhune, who are defensively sound, you need people who are going to be very smart in terms of trying to unlock that particular defense. And Pirates were not really smart enough tonight. And unfortunately, I think, again, that perhaps the presence of Evidence Makgopa up front would have actually benefited the likes of Apolis and Relebohile Mofokeng. And it was never meant, it never happened, unfortunately for them. And the other thing that I want to talk about in closing is that this is pretty much how Pirates failed to put pressure on Mamelodi Sundowns last season, even when they had a chance. It's because even when Sundowns drop points, when your arch rivals, right now we know it's definitely Pirates and Sundowns who are in there. Even at the very beginning of the league season, we probably expect the two teams to go head to head and take each other on in terms of the league. But when you are playing and your arch rivals have just played just before you and they've dropped points, that just says to you the game now becomes a must win, because you need to make sure that they feel that they failed to win. By the way, Sundowns did not lose, but they failed to win. So when they failed to capitalize, to collect 3 points, you make them feel that they failed to collect 3 points. We make sure you go out there and collect 3 points. So now Sundowns are probably not feeling the kind of pressure. Yes, there are teams that won. Sekhukhune won, Amazulu won, Marumo also won. But I don't think Sundowns would really concern themselves with the likes of not disrespect meant to those teams, but they were not number 2 last year. Number 2 was Orlando Pirates. So you usually worry about the person just behind you. You don't worry about the person at the last position or in the middle of the table. You worry about the one who immediately behind you. So the Pirates, Sundowns, in as much as they know that this is just the beginning of the season, they'll probably come back even stronger. But they definitely do think about Orlando Pirates. Even Pirates would actually think about but in any case, any other team thinks about Mamelodi Sundowns in our league. But Pirates are the ones who really should capitalize the most when they play against Mamelodi, when Sundowns are playing and they fail to collect maximum points. That's where they have to capitalize. Unfortunately, they couldn't. Hence I'm saying that this is what probably happened last season. Which brings me to my very interesting point on a much lighter note for those of us who support Kaizer Chiefs. If Kaizer Chiefs are to win tomorrow, I don't know what time whoever is watching right now, you would be watching this video. Some of you will probably watch the video after the Chiefs game. Those of you who will watch it before the Chiefs game, this will make sense to you. If Chiefs win, this will be the first time in a very, very long time that we see Kaizer Chiefs above both Orlando Pirates and Mamelodi Sundowns in the log table, because that would put Chiefs at 3 points, with Sundowns at 1 and Pirates at 0 points by tomorrow. That is if Chiefs win, if against Stellenbosch FC tomorrow. So it's going to be something very interesting. And rest assured, the noise that will be coming from us as Kaizer Chiefs fans, you expect it. If it is to happen, it remains to be seen whether it will happen. But if it is to happen that Chiefs are able to get 3 points against Stellenbosch FC, I'm telling you, the noise you'll hear from us. They will be telling you, close the league already, finish the league, or give us our trophy. Because you know us and those kinds of jokes, especially since we are failing to win we've been failing to win the league. That small victory that we get, we make sure we capitalize on it. But it remains to be seen. We'll see what happens when Stellenbosch host Kaizer Chiefs down at the Athlone Stadium. In my preview video, I did a preview video that I dropped, I think, on Friday. Those of you who did not watch it, make sure to go and check it out. I was just making predictions, and so far I've been getting them wrong. Like any other person, I'm pretty sure many people would have expected Sundowns to collect full points against Chipa. I got that one wrong. The Amazulu one I got correct. I also got the Marumo Gallants one, because I expected Richards Bay to be a bit stronger than Marumo Gallants actually. The Pirates game as well, I thought Pirates were going to be able to get 3 points especially against Sekhukhune United, especially at Orlando Stadium. But I got those ones wrong. That's what makes the game of football very interesting. But it's still the very beginning of the game of the season, so it remains to be seen as to what kind of a competition we're going to have next season. But rest assured that if Chiefs wins on Sunday evening, it's going to be a very interesting week, the one that we're going to be starting on Monday. Otherwise, guys, remember to subscribe to the podcast at Off Air Podcast on YouTube, or follow us on our socials. If you're already a subscriber on the Off Air Podcast channel, follow us on social media. On TikTok, it's Fans Corner, and also on Facebook, it's Fans Corner. It's been a great one. We meet again in the next one. This has been Fans Corner.